I've driven 2 hours up here today to do a load of work making the T6 off-grid electrical upgrade camper. I don't know the technical terms. The intentions were to install the EcoFlow so that when I'm off-grid, the EcoFlow runs the back electric, so it'll run my kettle, my stove, I'm going to get an induction, air fryer, things like that. In fact, I alluded to it in the last video.
I'm going to run this full van on electric. That is it. I think that is the way to go with this one. Just need the bigger EcoFlow.
So that's what that is for. But then when we're in a campsite, all the bits that we bought here will then allow it to be like an electric hookup, and that'll all run through the EcoFlow. So Mark is actually going to draw us a little diagram to show how this will actually work.
This area here, that's under the bonnet. So this is your hookup for when you're on a campsite, or, well, campsite basically. So campsite hookup, yep.
Yep.
So that would naturally plug into there, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And that naturally then feeds your distribution board, which is in your van.
Yeah.
And off your distribution board you can have, well, for argument's sake, we'll just say, I don't know where you put a B, because that should be a D, but double socket, basically. Double socket, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a hookup,
Yeah.
if you like, a basic hookup.
That's a basic hookup.
So what we're going to do is, we're going to have an EcoFlow in your van, wherever you want. So we'll have a 3-pin plug top. I'll just do 3 dots to thing it, which will be plugged into your EcoFlow, and then the lead will come out, it'll go through your bulkhead, and it will go into your hookup. So when you're off grid, we haven't got the campsite, so that is unplugged.
Yep.
And your EcoFlow is plugged in, and that does exactly the same thing,
right,
as the hookup.
That.
So you're getting your 240 volts from the EcoFlow instead of the campsite.
That makes sense.
Are you sure?
But the issue being, I've left things like the distribution board and some other bits and bobs that I bought for it at home. So some of the stuff we'd actually done, we preempted it last time, didn't we? We put that cable in there, that blue one.
This one,
yeah. But I even left the socket, the commando socket, I think it's called a commando socket, this thing, at home. So I had to buy a new one of them, a Carlisle version. So I've actually bought this Varta battery, which Lee from SA Tuning told me to buy for these, because that's what VW apparently use now. So go and check out Lee at SA Tuning. Once again, I'll put a link in the description. He's done some work on the T6 and I can highly recommend him. Every time I come up to Mark's, I just leave a load of cardboard. I mean, to be fair, I do usually take it as well, but sometimes I do leave it. But as I said a minute ago, so this is the original battery, and I reckon that's been in from new, and that is a Varta. This is a Varta battery. Well, the new battery is now in. It actually hasn't got rid of the start-stop error, but now Mark is on with the electric hookup. So this bit here has come through the bulkhead. Thanks, Mark. And Mark is just setting that bit up, and we're going to set this bit here. We're going to hook it onto here. So when we are on a campsite, I can plug the electric hookup into that. That'll run and charge the EcoFlow. So I've got the on-grid and off-grid capabilities. The EcoFlow, for the price of it, because I got it on a bit of a deal, was probably cheaper than going for a full leisure battery and inverter set, wasn't it?
Definitely.
I think the EcoFlow was at $699. And that'll go up to 1800 watts. So that'll power any travel kettle, it'll power an induction hob, and it'll power an air fryer, which is the most I'm going to use in this van. So that's why I've gone for EcoFlow over battery and inverter. After Mark's demonstration before, this cable here, this black one, is coming out here, and that is going to go to the back of the van and plug into the EcoFlow. But what we've had to do is take out the seats here. Just unbolt them there, that's a bit disgusting, because we're going to have to run the cables through this bit here and then into this cupboard area here, because that's where the EcoFlow is going to live. So that's what we're doing now. Well, I say we in the loosest sense of the word, because pretty much it's Mark who's doing it and I'm just jibbing around looking pretty. It is coming through here, isn't it, Mark?
And then it's going to go down here and down there.
And then come out here. Oh my God. We didn't clean that out last time, did we? But you don't clean something you're not going to see, do you? That's pointless. Already got some cables going underneath there from a previous install. We'll just come back to you when we've got this in, because yeah, it's a bit fiddly. Mark is cutting a chunk out of my side units there to make way for this. So this is going to be the plug socket that goes in there. And you probably could have saved some money and got some white ones, but Alison would have killed me if I would have just got ones that weren't very aesthetically pleasing. Look at that nice new plug socket now, brushed steel, is it? Brushed chrome? Anyway, let's go and get the EcoFlow. I'm a poet, I didn't even realise. Apparently this EcoFlow, because it's a new one, is a lot smaller than the other ones, so I'm hoping it fits in this cupboard properly. Right, here is the EcoFlow. It is a temporary fix for now until I can get the distribution board, but in principle this should all still work. Is my EcoFlow, oh, is it faulty?
Oh
my God, it looks like my EcoFlow's faulty. Oh!
Yeah.
Right, so it kind of is working. Let's just see what it's doing. Right, I'm going to log into my EcoFlow account and see if I can get this sorted. Right. So it's current. Right, so the Delta 2, the kettle's in, output 562 watts, 95% remaining, 1 hour 40.
And the kettle's on.
So that says it had run that kettle for 1 hour 40 minutes. Oh, that's well good. Kettle's boiling. Mark at Vandox, go and subscribe to his channel. Links in the description, little icon thing somewhere here, somewhere like that, and you know, we'll put it somewhere, but just make sure you go and subscribe to Mark at Vandox for all your, I mean, to be fair, he does a lot of like how-to videos and install videos and stuff like that, far better than obviously I do, because I come up to Mark to get anything installed and fit. The kettle's boiled and it's used hardly any power. That's well good. The next install is the A229 Plus. It is the first dashcam equipped with dual Sony Starvis 2 image sensors, and apparently it is the only one in the dashcam industry like it. So there are 2 sensors in this which offer a wider dynamic view and also higher light sensitivity than usual dashcams. The other feature of the A229 is the camera is actually 2K and the interior camera is 1080p. So you're going to get great resolution on the road or actually looking inside the cab. The rear camera is also 1080p, but I haven't gone for a rear camera on mine, and I'll show you why. Because it's pretty pointless putting a rear camera here because I haven't got any windows for it to look through. So VIOFO sent me this a couple of weeks ago, and I thought, actually, while I come up to Mark's, because he is the master electrician, we'll get it fitted here. The big thing with this as well, on the interior camera, there's actually 4 infrared lights, which would be very beneficial if you're vlogging. Maybe even if you don't vlog. Infrared lights, more of them just seems better, doesn't it? I should ask my glamorous assistant at this point to help me unbox it, shouldn't I? See, normally I just go in full on bull in a china shop. There's the packaging. Come on, shake it off like Taylor Swift. So this little thing here, that's actually the screen which shows what your camera's recording. That's pretty good. Power GPS. And this is the interior camera, which you'll be filming my ugly mug. And it does seem like it is quite an easy install because I think it's just USB-C. I say easy install, but I'm still 100% not doing it without Mark. Or, well, I'm just gonna kind of watch Mark and film him do it. That's how all my stuff goes, isn't it? Let's be honest. So we've got some additional 3M tape, and there is a wireless Bluetooth remote control and a circular polarizing lens filter, which if you've got anything to do with cameras, you'll know polarizing lenses are required about 3 days a year in this country. Let's see if we can get this installed in the T6. I know Mark's raring to go. He loves installing stuff on my van. VIOFO. Don't know how you say it, but they actually send you this little diagram here, which is really helpful, actually, because it does give you sort of like a breakdown of how everything goes together. Just forget this bit, the rear camera, because we haven't got one. Mark is already on with the install. He doesn't mess about. I think it's like, come on, we want to go home now, John. We want some tea. We want you to go. Please get out of here. But that is with the little trim tool that comes in quite handy. I did actually buy you a load of trim tools, though.
Somewhere.
I bought you some trim tools, and then we're using the free ones that we get with people who send us dash cams. But that bit there is you've smashed that out really quick. Mark is cracking on.
Wrestling.
This is going to be a record install for these dash cams. Just
don't get ahead of yourself.
Mark is saying, "Come on, I want to have the tea."
You know that trim that you put on?
Yeah.
I'm taking it off again.
Are you taking that trim off that I took 45 minutes to put on?
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those, isn't it? There is actually like installation guide here, which we are just completely ignoring. We don't need a installation guide, do we? So this is it there, because with it you get this here, the USB, and I've got a USB there, you know, the dual cigarette lighter things, which is a bit untidy here. I do need to, that is one of the things that I need to do. But what I don't want is this cable here, like all over the place here. So you want it hidden, don't you? And that's what we're working on now. Or Mark is working on now. I'm just filming him work on it.
It's hanging down here, look.
Okay.
Down here, down here, down here. Top tip. Don't unplug that.
Yeah.
Or you get an airbag light fault on.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. But, I mean, you can unplug it. You just have to clear the cord. But if you haven't got means to clear the cord, you'll be chasing somebody to clear the cord.
So you need a Carista,
Yeah.
or
Top don or something.
a top don, which is an upcoming video when I've actually had time to sit and work it out, because these are apparently really good.
It's plug and play, basically. I mean, that there would be mounted up here.
Yeah.
The camera, you can angle
It's on
it
the
to
back
whatever,
there, yeah.
whatever angle your windscreen's at, you just put that to whatever is level. That plugs in to the top.
Yeah.
There. And then on the side, you've got an outlet for your rear camera, which we haven't got in this instance. On this side, you've got an outlet there for an internal camera, which is on the dash somewhere at the minute.
Oh, yeah, that's there, yeah. Ooh. So that's going to be facing back at me.
So that'll be looking at John's ugly mug. So that won't last long.
That's why the GoPros keep turning off.
It'd be good if we could get it out of there for now, wouldn't it? I mean,
yeah.
Is that still active?
That is still active, yeah.
Pop it out of there and into there, just temporarily.
Yeah, yeah.
We're going to have to take the glove box out, John, because we don't know the way to get up there.
Right, okay.
It's a major trauma, just a few screws and whatnot.
But I'm looking forward to get this dash cam, because there's been instances where cars have pulled out on you. So it's not just necessarily to film me and film the road, but it is also for your safety, because there's a big thing now with these dash cams. And, you know, if you've got one, it does make things a lot clearer if you do have an accident for the insurance company, especially if it isn't your fault.
Yeah, and we've had experience with that in the past, because when my son passed his test, he was going to his girlfriend's, and the car, if I've got the footage, I'll give it to John and he can show you, a car just pulled out across his path, head on, and the guy tried to blame his son because he was a new driver, and it was not my son's fault, and if it wasn't for the dash cam footage.
And your son had a dash cam in his car as well?
He had a dash cam in his cam because at the time, you know, when black boxes were test, he had the black box on and he had the dash cam in. I got the dash cam footage and I sent it straight to the insurance company, obviously after we'd sorted everything out, and he instantly got paid out, and it was proof that the other guy was at fault. And if it wasn't for that, because of his age and aggressive,
it would have gone against him. Proof is in the pudding there, isn't it? That's exactly why these are a good thing to have, especially when, like I say, in that instance, it could have really gone against Mark's lad, and his insurance would have gone up, premium would have gone up, he would have had, maybe, you know, you can even get points, can't you, if you've had an accident.
Oh, you could go posh and get CCTV like me.
Oh, yeah. Also, I thought I'd mention, coming up in, I don't know when, but it'll be in the next couple of videos, we're having the first ever giveaway on this channel. We are giving away the A229 stereo. I'm going to give away, I know it is second hand, it's not been in long, but I've got, it's only a few months old. Everything, I've got all the box with it, I've still got all the parts with it, the rear cam, everything. I am going to give this away because I've got another upgrade which I've got to put in. So remember to subscribe, because if you don't subscribe and hit the notification bell, you won't see when the giveaway video comes out, which means you will lose your opportunity to enter said giveaway and maybe getting a free stereo. Who would not? You would not say no to that, would you? There's a few things that you'd say no to if they were free, wouldn't you? Like a kiss off a big burly man. Yeah, a kiss off me. You know, you'd probably say no to that. But if somebody said there's a free stereo for your transporter or your caddy or whatever you drive, you'd definitely say yes to that, wouldn't you? You're not going to say no to that free stuff. Look at Mark, he's so quick. I'd still be looking at the instructions, me, on the VIOFO. I'd still be... Right, where does that... where does that go again now, right? And Mark's already put that cable in down there. The cable's coming out of here. Taken the glove box out. And then we have got... And put it back in. And ran this cable out of this section here. Which this section here is just getting busier, isn't it, with cables? It's got... And I don't even need this one anymore because the A229 is actually wireless. It's wireless Apple CarPlay, so I don't need that. The aux beam, we put them there for now. They are going to go onto the main beam, and then this one for the dash cam is running through now. But look, you know, it will get tidied up at some point when Mark's got some more time. I suppose as well, we are installing this on a transporter, but in principle it works the same, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's the same with any vehicle. I mean, ideally you would need it'd be better on an ignition live, so it would come on and off with your ignition. But it'll work on any car because every car's got an ignition live.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
I think there is motion detection in this.
Yeah,
so
but the battery that's charged up off the camera with a shock sensor, my wife's car has a shock on it, so that if the van was knocked or whatever, it would automatically switch the camera on, because the camera's obviously got battery in as well.
Right, and that is another benefit to this. It is on the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, so you can actually just download the footage straight onto your phone. So if something, you know, like an accident happens, you can download that footage. But also if something funny happens, like, I don't know, a penguin crosses the road in front of you, or there's a clown driving down the motorway in his little clown car, you know, you could also download that footage. It's not just, look, dash cams are for bad things, obviously, and to
Dashcams
cover you.
are for life, not just for Christmas.
Exactly, but dash cams are also for funny stuff as well. I've seen loads of funny stuff on dash cams.
Where do you want it? Just in line with that one, or
Yeah, I think that's...
something like that?
Yeah. Take off the 3M tape. I have nightmares about 3M tape, me. Do you want to just Sikaflex it on there?
Is that there?
Yeah, that's fine, yeah. I'm hoping that this isn't the case, but I'll be driving home and that 3M tape will fail and it'll just drop off like my, what is it called that way? My sun strip.
Oh, you
Like
still got a
anything.
bit?
I've still got a little bit, yeah, but 3M tape is just my nemesis. Right, so that's plugged in there. That's actually quite tidy for saying we're not... Well, that's a tidy, isn't it? That's a cab interior one. So we need that,
So
probably.
that also, does that need to be on you? Or
Yeah,
just...
kind of like in the cab area, doesn't it?
So does this... No, it doesn't, does it? Oh yeah,
Sure that.
yeah, that swivels around.
That's good. That's 1080p, that. So that's actually
Is it?
decent. Yeah, that's actually decent.
Is it a wide lens as well, so it get
I would assume so. It looks like it should be a wide lens.
kind of like that?
But yeah, that'll be perfect there because it's not in your view when you're driving,
Yeah.
but then it's in there like that. So yeah. So here we go. VIOFO. Right. Cool. And now we need to set it up. So English. Okay. English. Okay. GMT. Are we -1 at the minute?
It's winter, isn't it? Is it?
-1. Fall back, spring forward.
Yeah, so it's -1.
Time and date set up. Your dash cam will automatically set date when it's set. Okay. Mile per hour. Format micros. Okay.
Please insert a memory card.
I haven't got one. Well, I have, but
Is that the time? Is that time right?
15.
It is. No, the date's right. Look,
Oh yeah, it is.
the rate, it's everything. So GPS is obviously working.
That's brilliant. Right, so this should be recording. It is night time. It's not really night time, is it though? It's like 7 o'clock. That's not. You can't constitute that as night time. It's early evening. It's just that it's winter. And we're in here, it's dark. So we should be able to see the quality of the footage on this dash cam. There are infrared lights, I think 4 I mentioned in the video, so it should pick us up quite well in the dark. Because you don't want a dash cam that doesn't work in the dark, do you? So what's the point in that?
No, true.
You can only crash during the day. Makes no sense. You know, WhatsApp now isn't the same as old WhatsApp. WhatsApp now is when you're messaging someone, the etiquette now is to not send like one massive message back. It's to send like what you would say in one message, 14 over 14 messages. That's like the etiquette now.
It infuriates me.
But that is really good. VIOFO. In the description there will be a link. There may even be a cheeky little discount code. So just go and have a look for that. That beeping stopped as soon as I put an SD card in it, which is brilliant. And now that is recording. But this, which I've got to install and set up, is a Bluetooth remote control, which will sit on your dash. And then if you think, oh my God, I should have recorded that, I think you just press this and it will record it. They also send the polarizing lens filter, which should be really good in summer, which I mentioned, and some stickers that say, and I'll get these out because these will be useful. Protected by Dashcam. But once again, I would have said it quite a few times in this video, but I implore you to go and subscribe to Mark from Vandox. He's a top lad, helps me no end with this, and also runs the Crafter Boys group, which obviously we're going to be doing more and more as Crafter Boys, Caddy Boys, Transporter Boys this year. So, you know, go and give him a subscribe. You're close, aren't you, to 500?
444, I think.
444.
Yeah.
There is a load of you out there that could just get him to 500. please.
1,000 if you want. But 500
Yeah.
will do for now.
Yeah, get him to 1,000, but come on, if we can get him to 500. In fact, if you show me proof that you are Mark's 500th subscriber, so if it's at 499 and you're the one that gets in there quick and you can screenshot it and say like subscribed and it takes up to 500, I will personally send you a Caddyboyz mug and some Crafter Boy stickers.
Or Crafter Girls, I've got both.
So if you can send the proof that you are 499, then I will send you a Caddyboyz mug. Screenshot it to me. You can email it to me because my email address is in the YouTube, or Facebook Messenger, Instagram, whichever it is. Get in contact with me. Screenshot 499, bang, 500. I will send you a Caddyboyz mug and some stickers, maybe even a keyring. I'll see what I've got. But do that, and yeah, I'll be forever indebted. Well, I won't, because I'll pay you off with a mug and a keyring. But please, yeah, help Mark get to 500 because he would really appreciate it. So those are the upgrades. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have enjoyed the video, please like, share and subscribe. And watch out, because if you have a caddy or a transporter or a crafter or anything, we have got to meet next week at the Motorist on Sunday the 9th. Be there or be somewhere else.